Okay, so today I'm gonna be talking about I'm doing top 50 free agents, but I'm gonna be doing 1 through 10, and I'm just gonna be saying what each team should do. Now, this guy is DJ Reader. He's a defensive lineman for the Houston Texans. Um, he had 2.5 sacks and 52 tackles, 6 tackles for loss. He's a really good stuffer, and I think that the Houston struggles on defense, so I think you should bring him back. Um, Number 9, Joe Thuney. He's an offensive lineman for the New England Patriots. He played all 16 games, 0 penalties, 1 sack allowed. That's sensational. And it says that he played 99.2% of the Patriots snaps in each of the 4 seasons as a starter. And they said that he can block any position. I think that's sensational. They had struggles on the other side of the offensive line with some injuries, but I definitely think you should bring him back. He only allowed 1 sack in 16 games. Sensational. Now, Justin Simmons, he plays for the Denver Broncos. He had 4 interceptions, 15 passes deflected, and 94 tackles. I think he's a ball hawk. He's a ball hawk. He's really good, and I think that you should just keep the Denver's defense. You should keep them good, and just keep it together. The only problems that Denver has is on offense. Number 7 is Shaquille Barrett. Now, Shaquille Barrett is sensational. He's had an outstanding season. I've never seen anything like this. He has 19.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, and 19 tackles for loss. And he's only making $1 million right now. Now, someone's gonna pay him a lot of money. And he wants to be in Tampa. I think you should use that for his advantage. He already said he'll take a team-friendly deal because he likes to be in Tampa, and he is sensational coming off the edge. I've seen him make the play versus the Rams, make the play versus the Panthers. He makes a lot of plays, and I think that if you want to keep Tampa Bay's defense intact, even though they're not that great, but you don't want them to get worse because you could possibly have Phillip Rivers coming in. So I personally think that you should sign him. I think you should give him like a 3 or 4 year deal. Now number 6 is Byron Jones, a cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys. He had no interceptions, 1 fumble, and 44 tackles. Well, he's haven't been a big takeaway anyway because like he's only had 2 interceptions in his whole career with the Cowboys. But I think that he's one of the top defensive backs, and I think there's no reason to let him go because if you let him go, who are you bringing in? I think that the defense was a problem this year, but like I really don't think a lot of it was on Byron Jones. Number 5 is Anthony Harris. He has 6 interceptions and 60 tackles. He was tied for leading the league in interceptions. And I think that he's pretty good. And I think the struggles on defense mainly came with Xavier Rhodes than Anthony Harris. And I think that he's really good. And I think you should just sign him to like a 2-year deal. Nothing crazy. Of course, he had a great year, but like you should just sign him to like just a small deal. You know, just lock him down. I think he likes to play for the Vikings. Number 4 is the Jadeveon Clowney, and I think that the Jadeveon Clowney is great. And I think that pickup that they got from Houston did end up paying off, and I think they did win. And now he had 3 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recovery, and 7 tackles for loss and 31 total tackles. Now I think that that you have to bring him back. He played great. In that playoff game versus Green Bay, he played great. He played really great, and I think he's great, and I think he helps the whole defense as a core, um, play better. So I think that you have to bring back Jadeveon Clowney. It's great, and I think that he fits well in that system, even more well than he fit in Houston. Number 3 is Chris Jones. Now, this is the most important sign for the Chiefs to do this offseason. You have to lock up Chris Jones. He's really good, even though he was injured this year. He had 9 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 8 tackles for loss. He's not making that much this year. I think you have to lock him up. He wants to play for the Chiefs. He already said he wants to be a Chiefs for life. He has a ring. He's gonna get a big payday if you let him go, and you can't risk him letting him go and him going to a rival. Like, imagine him going to Houston. Imagine him going to Baltimore. You can't allow that. You just gotta lock him up and keep the defense playing great. That's one of the most important signs they have to do. Now, this is Drew Brees. He is 27-4. He did have the thumb injury that knocked him out for 5 games. Even then, he still had 27-4. He played a really great season, even though he didn't get to the championship. But I do honestly think that they should bring him back. They should bring him back for at least 1 more year. I don't think Drew Brees is not the one to just move on. He's not the quarterback to move on. They can't do him like they did with Phillip Rivers, or do it like they did Eli Manning. Like, just Drew Brees, like, he's the type of guy that you just have to let him come to his own terms. And what he's done for the franchise is just sensational. You just have to continue to bring him back. Maybe even just keep on like a 1-year deal, if anything. You know, if he wants to retire, he wants to retire, but I don't think we should move on from Drew Brees. Now, this is Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady is 42. He was 24-8. They did make the playoffs, but they got bounced by the Titans because he threw a pick 6. He threw a pick 6 versus the Titans. He threw a pick 6 versus Miami. I think that Tom Brady, I can't imagine him wearing another uniform. Tom Brady is not the guy that I should see in the Chargers or Raiders or Chicago. No, Tom Brady is a Patriot for life. He's played 20 seasons. He has 6 Super Bowls. Now, he should stay. I think he should stay. And because at the end of the day, Bill Belichick is going to have you a top 10 defense every single year. Now I don't know where you think you're going, but can you predict that you're going to have a top 10 defense? Because that's what Bill Belichick has done for all your career. He's had a good defense behind your side. Besides that 1 year versus the Eagles. But he's always had that. And Hunter Henry's in the market. AJ Green, Bill Belichick is interested. I do believe Bill Belichick wants to move on, but I think Robert Kraft, at the end of the day, it comes to him. They use his checkbook. They use him to pay for everything. So I think that they should keep Tom Brady. I can't imagine unless Tom Brady wants to leave, but I don't think they should move on from Tom Brady at all.